Now, for the sake of argument, why do they call it oven? When you oven the cold food, and you out hot eat hot. Trading card games are difficult to get into. Many lack a proper jumping off point for new players, and navigating the bombardment of products released every year can be a headache. Yu-Gi-Oh! Deviates from this by giving us the structure deck. It is a pre-made, semi-competitive deck that will teach you the game and give you some direction to your journey as a duelist. Most franchise duelists will buy or trade for individual cards to complete their decks. However, in a sealed-only challenge, we go back to when we were kids, cracking packs and sealed products to put together a smorgasbord of cardboard that we call a deck. For my challenge, I've chosen Blue Eyes as my deck, not because it's good, fun, or because it will be easy, but because I want to use the nostalgia bait to get clicks from Yu-Gi boomers and end up on a CBR top 10 list. Now let me lay down the rules for this challenge. No buying individual cards, only official sealed product, $25 per week, one $4 pack per win, or one $10 pack per 2 wins, that is if I remember to buy my victory packs, or if Target ends up stocking its packs. If the chase for one single card goes longer than 4 episodes and is required for my deck to function, I can purchase it, but the next week's budget is cut in half. The reason why I'm only doing $25 per week instead of the industry standard of $40 is because I have rent to pay, and sadly the government would not like it if I tried to list Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a business expense. Now I hope you're ready for an experience that is like a car crash. Not pleasant, but you can't look away from it. Well, for opening this week we've got overpriced structure deck and a failed idea for Season 2. That's right, Season 2, I had originally planned to do the Egyptian God decks, however, as it turns out, they're garbage and not worth running. But we're still opening them. Why? Because they have exactly one good card in them. And you know what? If you have exactly one good card, that's all that matters. Not only cracking these bad boys. So obviously in the Egyptian God deck Slifer, you got your boy himself, Slifer the Sky Dragon. You know how he is. He's the dude. He's big ol' Yugi's boy. And yeah, originally I wanted this to be Season 2. But unfortunately the strategy just isn't that good and the gods aren't good of a payoff. Of course, you got some cool stuff like Soul Crossing. Soul Crossing is a super pretty card. I kind of wish we got this in the Ultimate Rare that the OCG has. But you all know why we're here. You all know the real... it's just such a powerful card. Just destroys all the back row. We want that. You know, there's some other okay things in here, but it's just like stuff you see in starter decks. Like, most of this stuff isn't really good for a strategy. Like, seriously. The 3 Arimas are actually kind of cool. Because they were going up in price because Lair of Darkness hadn't seen an limited print. Clockwire and Vishoot is alright, but it's level 8 so we can't use it. Book of Moon could be a good sideboard card. Book of Moon is always pretty good. Econ, no, we're getting a bunch of those. Pot of Avarice, we don't need that. Marks of Monarchs, nah. Supply Squad, Card Advance, True Name. Time Pass Code, Lair of Darkness is fine, but Mirror Force, no. And then none of the traps are particularly useful either. Unfortunately, the decks just kind of sucked. Like, we knew... I kind of wish we could have at least gotten, like, reprints on the level of the, Sacred Beast structure decks, because those had, what, Solemn Strike? Those at least had, what's the card? Pot of Desires in it, didn't they? You know, they at least had, like, a competent strategy and some, like, decent cards in them, where I think they just kind of threw in the towel with the God decks and just decided, hey, this is how I'll bring in the Egyptian God boxes into the West without giving them anything actually cool. It's sad, it sucks, but what can you do? At least we get a Harpy's Feather Duster. This is a much more competent deck over here, the Rocket Structure deck. Heck, it's what Revs used to make his sealed only, so that just shows how powerful it is. That carried a sealed only for a while. So of course you got the boy Top Logic Zeraboros, very powerful. Let me go fix my lighting real quick. My lighting's been kind of wonky. Okay, that's a little bit better. Unfortunately, the lighting in my apartment's really weird. So I'm like in a dark spot, even though I have light directly ahead of me. It only casts... It's not a good lighting situation in my apartment, so unfortunately a lot of times when I try to do overhead stuff, it's kind of bad. But anyways, so we got the boss monster oh my god, and the lighting. We'll just have it down here and I'll explain it to you. Anyway, Top Logic Zeraboros. It's a good boss monster. It's basically Gren Magi but a Link monster. Might go in the deck. Borreload Furious, can't make it. Quad Borrel, cool but can't make it. Silver Rocket, Rocket Tracer, Auto Rocket, Zero Day Blaster. None of the stuff is really good for us, but they're all cool cards. So we'll probably throw the Zeraboros in there just because kind of rad at Link 4 we can finally make something with our lady, the magical lady, the Celine, that's her name. But yeah, what we're really looking for in here is Return of the Dragon Lords. Basically, it ends up being better Monster Reborn in our deck because it reborns a dragon monster, and I can banish it to give protection. So, powerful card. We already got a bunch of Twin Twisters, so that's good. But Red Reboot, incredibly powerful sideboard card, ends the game against trap decks. Ooh, we actually have 2 Mirror Forces now, maybe. But the other card I want, Imperial Order. So incredibly powerful now that Sky Structure's in the meta. This thing is just a blowout against them. Borreload maybe can go in the deck because, you know, it's just a generic Link 4. That's pretty good removal in all honesty. So it's not a bad option either. But yeah, so that's about all we need. I think we have a really, really solid pulls for this week since we decided to do guaranteed instead of random packs. Because, you know, we got really good sideboard tools. We got a good two good main deck tools, and we got some extra deck stuff. It's gonna definitely change up the deck, and I think it'll change a lot of our victory. We get blowouts against a lot of the back row that stops us. We can throw up a floodgate. Better Monster Reborn is better Monster Reborn. And then we got a really big OTK enabler, and we got good form of monster removal as well. Alright, I'll see you in the decks. Well, you all know what time it is. It's shilling time. But it's not just any shilling time today. Why? Because today's my birthday. Episode 23 dropped on my 23rd birthday. How funny is that? It's almost like I planned it. Anyways, since it's my birthday, how about you give me the greatest birthday present that you can give me by hitting the subscribe button on my channel and hitting that like button as well. That way, the number next to my name is going to go up on YouTube, and it'll give me that little bit of serotonin that, you know, I sort of lack these days. I would also appreciate it if you checked out the videos I put out this week. I had a lot of fun with them. One of them was a box battle versus my boy Chu, and the other one was the start of a new bi-weekly series called Dr. Jankenstein, where I basically copied 10-minute testing, but I only use my own home brews. Thank you all again for watching this video, and let's get into that deck profile. Well, this week we have made the most changes that I've made since we introduced the Chaos Dragons to the deck. This week we have made the most changes out of any week since I introduced Chaos Dragons. I think we've changed like 6 or 7 cards out of the deck. So what are these changes? Well, we've replaced Monster Reborn with Return of the Dragon Lords. For my purposes, this is better Monster Reborn because it protects the monsters that it brings back. We've got a Harpy Feather Duster. That way we can destroy all of those Eldritch decks and those Sky Striker decks, right? That's how it's going to go down. We're just going to top deck this and blow them out. That's it for the main deck changes. For the extra deck changes, we replaced our Relinquished Anima and one of our Azurizes with a Borreload Dragon and a Zeraboros. Borreload Dragon, of course, is an out to Dragoon if we ever run into it. It's also just a big 3000 attack Link monster. The other change, the Zeraboros, this is essentially just a Gren Maju, but a Link monster. We do a okay amount of banishing this deck. We can banish off of the Chaos forms, we can banish these boys to bring out a Blue Eyes, and of course banishing off of Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Finally, for our extra deck, we took out these Solemn Warnings for the Red Reboot and the Imperial Order. I just was not siding into the warnings, they weren't very useful. So I figured that these two cards, one being a blow up against trap decks and one being a blowout against spell decks, I think these will be really good, especially Sky Striker back in the meta. Imperial Order is going to do a lot of work against them. Alright, let's see how this deck fares in the games. For our first match this week, we're against Darkonic. They are also playing their Blue Eyes Ritual deck. Let's see how it goes because it looks like they drew a little bit better than us. So we are going to go first. They are going to go first. They're going to go into a Linkuriboh. They're going to activate their Chaos form. They can go into Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon Mini. They're going to activate the Egg to get out the Blue Eyes Deep Dragon. They're going to get the Advanced Ritual Art. They're going to activate the effect again, get the alternative to hand. Pass off to us. We're going to get drawn to a trade-in. We're going to activate our Bingo Machine Go. We're going to get a Blue Eyes to hand. We're going to special summon our alternative. We're going to activate trade and send Blue Eyes to draw 2. We're going to activate our Silver Scry to get out the Blue Eyes. Then we're going to go into the Prime Photon and then the Cypher Blade. Activate Cypher Blade to destroy their Linkuriboh. We're going to attack into their Mini Chaos Dragon, main phase 2, their turn. I should have used my Melody of Awakening Dragon here to try and find something, but whatever. They're going to go into their Manju. We're going to negate their Manju, but they already had the Advanced Ritual Art, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. They're going to activate their Melody, pitching their Chaos Dragon, drawn to the other Chaos Dragon and a Blue Eyes. They're going to pop our Cypher Blade Dragon. They're going to go into their own Galaxy Eyes Dragon. They're going to go into their Chaos Max, hit us for 4,000. Then they're going to hit us for 4,000 and 1,400 to take the game 1. Alright, match 2, we're going to go first. We look a little better. We're going to trade in our Blue Eyes, get the Sage and the Chaos form, activate the Sage to get an Egg. We're going to send the Egg to get a Chaos and a Blue Eyes alternative. We're going to get Blue Eyes to hand. We're going to special summon alternative, go into Spirit Dragon. We're going to activate Chaos form to go into the Chaos Mini. Then we're going to go into our Chaos Dragon Levianeer, activate its effect, and go into a Sanafond, pitching the Blue Eyes to prevent him from summoning the graveyard. He's going to draw for turn. He's going to activate his Bingo Machine Go. and he is going to get a Blue Eyes to hand. He's then going to go into his alternative. I'm going to activate my Spirit Dragon to bounce the alternative back to his hand because I don't want it popping any of my stuff. He's going to activate his Melody, getting 2 more Blue Eyes to hand. He's going to activate Polymerization to go into Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. He's then going to Dragon's Mirror for the Twin Burst Dragon. He's going to attack into my Sanafont to destroy it, and he's going to attack into my Rose Dragon. Then he's going to attack me for 4,500 with the Alternative Ultimate Dragon. We're going to draw for turn. We're going to activate the Return of the Dragon Lords to bring back a Blue Eyes. We're going to set the Judgment, and we're going to pass off to him. He's going to draw into a trade-in. He's going to activate his Alternative Ultimate to pop my back row. He's going to activate his own Return of the Dragon Lords to bring back a Blue Eyes. He's then going to attack with my Blue Eyes with his Twin Burst. We're going to protect it. He's going to attack with his Blue Eyes, and he's going to pass off to me. My turn, I draw cards of Consonance. Unfortunately, I can't use that, so we're going to go out like a man and just let him smack me for game. He's going to pop my cards of Consonance, hit me for 3,000, and kill me, the OG Blue Eyes. And for our second match this week, we're going to be against Henchmaster, a member of my Discord, and he is going to be playing Zombie Eldritch. And if you want to play games against me, join my Discord, because I play against my Discord members fairly often. So let's see how our game plan can face off against Zombie Eldritch now that we have all of those trap hates on our deck. Alright, so we are going to go first. We're going to activate a trade and sending our mini to get 2 more cards. We're going to activate the Bingo Machine Go to get a Blue Eyes to hand. Then we're going to special summon out a Chaos Max Dragon and pass off to him. Sadly, we drew into another Chaos Max, another Chaos form, but we can go into next turn. He's going to start by Sheer Nui Solitary and go into the Unizombie. Activating Unizombie, he's going to send the Maiden. He's going to activate the Maiden effect to get out the Zombie World. He's going to set 3 more, hit me for 3k, and pass off to me. We're going to draw for turn. We're going to draw into a Blue Eyes. We're going to activate our Chaos form. They're going to Scarlet Sanguine in response. They're going to bring out an Eldritch the Golden Lord. We're going to send the Blue Eyes from our graveyard to go into the Chaos Max. We're going to attack the Golden Lord for 2,400 damage because double piercing. They're going to draw into a Conch, I believe. They're going to hit me with the Zombie Dragon, get the Zombie Dragon token. That's now 4,000. Hit me for 4,000, now my attack is 0. Set more cards, activate Eldritch or Black Awakening, get out another Eldritch. Activate Eldritch in Graveyard to get back to hand. He's going to activate the Conch in Graveyard, getting the Scarlet Sanguine set, pass off to me. I'm going to draw the Duster. I'm going to activate the Duster. Hooray! However, I don't have any follow-up, so we just have to pass off to him and take the 4,000 to the face. Alright, this is our second game. Let's see if we can cinch out a win here. So we're going to go first, obviously. We're going to start by activating the Dragon Shrine to send an egg. We're going to get Blue Eyes to hand. Then we are going to use the effect of our alternative to summon itself. We're going to set the Imperial Order, pass off to him. He's going to draw, he's going to activate Solitaire. He's going to get out his Unizombie. Same combo as before. He's going to activate the Unizombie to send the Necrold Banshee. Activate the Cursed Outland. We are going to Imperial Order that. He's going to activate the Banshee to get out the Zombie World. And we have our Imperial Order up. He's going to activate the other effect to pitch the Ballardrock from hand. Set 2, pass over to me. I'm going to take 700, and he's going to bring out his Ballardrock. We are then going to attack into his Ballardrock and pass off because there's not much follow-up we can do with a bricky hand like this. He's going to activate Ballardrock in his standby phase, bring it out. We're going to take another 700. He's going to go into the Solitaire. He's going to activate the Solitaire. Ballardrock's going to activate. He's going to then get out the Link Monster for the zombies. He can get out Golden Lord. He's going to battle phase, hit me for 1,500 and 2,500. He's then going to main phase 2, pass over to me. We're going to draw into a Twin Twisters. Unfortunately, I can't use it because of my own Imperial Order, but it's a good way to get the Blue Eyes out of my hand. He's then going to go into his turn. He's going to turn his Ballardrock into attack mode, and he's going to hit me for game because of all the damage that I took off of the Imperial Order. The reason why he didn't hit me the first turn is because he wanted me to die to my own Imperial Order. Sadly, the rules don't work like that anymore. So I'm going to take 2,800 from Ballardrock and die. So how do I feel about this week? Unfortunately, well, we lost both of our games again. Pulled a classic Nicholas of losing again. But that's okay. I'm a little tilted because we did have a lot of bricking in these games. And even though we built our decks specifically to beat the Eldritch match, actually, unfortunately, we built it, I want to say, improperly. I should not have brought in that Imperial Order, but I digress. I probably wouldn't have won anyway because we just don't have the power to deal with the insane recursion that Eldritch has. Next week, I hope to open some Ghosts from the Past. I really want to get that Cypher Blade X Dragon, or whatever it's called. I'd like to get a Spheres. And, you know, maybe looking a Ghost Ray on the way. Oh, and I want the Danger Thunderbird as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.